time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a first down throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run on first down. Bowman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch the safety creep. Check 37. Check 37. Number 9. Quick.
Back to throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carried that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You got tape. You got tape. Slam. Check safety. He's checked.
On 1st down, Jefferson. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. It's Bowman. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That's pulled in at the 32.
Let's go. Set. 19. Let's go. Man up. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. Set. 19. First down. Watch this going down. He's coming. Slam. 19. 26. Check. Lucky.
Watson off play action. That is caught. at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check, crouch. Check 24. 25, check 25, check 24. Check 24.
And they give this time to the tailback. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
This is it. 31, 118. Check 24, no.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson being chased out left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 84 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second. Down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now, Jefferson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Watson on third down. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Watson on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
That's our own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Taylor. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. SOS.
Here's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
This is taken at the 15.
Get ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Alert. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Watson now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bring it. Bring it. Under 10. Under 10.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Big stop. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Bowman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a give, right side. Bowman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's crazy.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop. At the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check three. Hustle. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the curl.
Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike's 57.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bowman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Come on. Kill. Watch the safety crew. 24. Check 37.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire